Um, Probably some sort of cross-human, I don't know, maybe hybrid, something, I don't know.
See, I read a book once. It's about a dude named Emerson. Talked about transcendentalism and stuff like that. Is that what it is?
No idea.
What is the question?
Honestly, I have no clue. What the hell does that mean?
Uploading brains to computers.
Werewolves. Something involving human that's not exactly the way we define human now.
I guess like beyond humans of sort.
Advancements in technology and how they're changing what we consider to be human.
So like spreading across this species of human, going beyond it.
Get like assimilated like the Borg and stuff like that, man. Star Trek.
I guess like biohacking. I read an article in Popular Science about that.
It's a Borg, man. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. I don't know what you're getting at.
On a cold winter morning, in the time before the light, in flames of death's eternal rain, we ride towards the fight. When the darkness is falling down, in the times of tough or right, the sound of evil laughter.
No, I don't agree with drugs that are going to change how you feel.
I don't think so. That would be really strange if everybody was walking around like plastic Barbies all happy all the time.
It's like trying to make a perfect person, per se. It's really getting rid of what makes us human.
It could be really good and it could be really bad.
I guess in some ways I think that's a good thing. It can help control like mood swings and considered undesirable emotions.
Well, isn't that what all drugs are? They improve your perceptions, and that seems awfully addictive to me.
Weed. Come on, man. You don't need no transhumanism and all this stuff.
Sounds like when I drank.
But at the same time, I think when we take away people's emotions, it kind of takes away their humanity.
If you're happy all the time, you're never going to learn from your mistakes or anything.
I fear that if you're not experiencing enough negative emotion, there's a real potential that society could be really numb to. I don't know what it would become numb to, but it feels like society could become numb to something that poses a threat to it.
It's like the episode of Doctor Who where they all take the bliss drug and then they all die.
Life tends to have bad things and good things. I mean, that kind of makes life life. It can have years of ups and downs, so I would say that's kind of odd.
Doctor Who is trying to tell us something.
I think emotions are there for a good reason. At some points you gotta feel the bad emotions as well as the good emotions.
I've taken neuroscience and stuff, and just when you start messing with the brain, it gets really messy.
So, drugs that enhance good emotions at certain times may be good, but completely eliminating negative emotions is not good.
I wouldn't do it myself. I wouldn't think poorly of someone who chose to do it, but I don't know.
It depends on the day.
Yeah, sure.
I don't see a major problem with trying to extend life.
As far as I know, it's helped people. I mean, no one's been like, why couldn't I have died sooner?
I prefer more through natural means, but I don't have a problem with that.
Bro, my heart goes out. I hope there's another heart to replace it.
I completely understand it, and I completely agree with means to extend lifespans, to heal injuries and to replace damaged limbs and organs, things like that.
People have been living longer lives just naturally because we've been able to prevent disease and everything.
If we could just improve ourselves without changing ourselves too much, that'd be good.
If it's stretching the limits, like freezing people and preserving them forever and ever, that's a little bit stretching it.
At some point in the future, I think it will be possible to extend our lifespans for quite a bit of time, although I don't think it should ever extend it to the point where we live forever.
I do have a problem with pursuing immortality.
The idea of becoming immortal is essentially becoming a god.
Granted, yeah, it'd be cool, but unless everyone is immortal, then it'd be like, oh, look, I'm still alive. Everyone I know has died.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it as much as I think that people really have to think about whether or not they want to live forever.
Don't think I would want to live forever because that would just be really strange. And then the world would become super overpopulated and then there'd be so many problems.
We're going to have a population crisis that we can't support.
I mean, if everyone lives forever, we're going to run out of space really fast.
I think if we have the smartest people on the planet living forever, we'll solve overpopulation.
Stop f***ing so much, that's what I can say.
Well, shoot, I can't look any younger than I already am.
You could just be like 4 arms and just like, that'd be awesome, yeah.
That seems kind of awesome. I might be one of those people.
Bro, if you want to be a kangaroo, I want to be a kangaroo. If I can be hopping around like a kangaroo, I'd do it.
I mean, if they're willing to pay to grow a third arm or have a tail, I'm all for it.
I guess if somebody wants to have a third hand just for fun and is rich and can do it, then sure, they can join a circus or something, but otherwise I don't really see it very practical.
Would it sometimes be convenient to have another arm? Sure, when you're carrying groceries in or something.
I'm sure it'll make a lot of people happy if that option was available for them. New add-ons to your body. But I don't think it's necessary.
I'd do a kangaroo. Not like that, but I'd like be a kangaroo.
When it comes to adding on, I guess, non-human limbs, and I just think that's unnatural.
I can see that becoming a major problem for something like athletics. When somebody's got 3 arms, well, they can't reasonably compete against somebody with 2 arms.
Like someone really wanted a tail, I guess I don't have any like moral reasons against it, but it seems pretty dumb to me.
I guess on the short term, I'm immediately thought to all of the experiments that will be required to get to these new technologies. I guess what are we risking in the meantime?
I mean, things can go wrong. A lot of this is cutting edge technology, and people are going to be trying this stuff without a lot of clinical testing.
You got stuff like the Terminator going on, man. Gotta get a new John Connor.
They better not be touching my meat.
I don't see any real downsides besides it's a waste of resources.
I want me some damn Angus beef. I don't want no damn robotic-made beef.
In the long term, I guess I'm curious to think at what point will we consider these necessary to our lives instead of just beneficial?
If there's only the perfect, then like the perfect is going to be subdivided into more and less perfect, so you can never just have like all good, I would think.
Whenever we're talking about extending human life, you really have to think about, well, what are we extending? Are we extending the end? Are we extending the beginning?
I'm in geology class and we talk about overpopulation all the time and how even just the population we have now is screwing everything up. Just imagine if everybody was living forever and their children lived forever and ever. That wouldn't be very good.
Whenever you're 80, taking care of your 100-year-old mother, like that's hard. You can't do it.
Is it necessary to live 50 extra years, or is it a luxury?
Again, all I can think of are movies with, dystopian societies or just, unnamed huge corporations or conglomerations.
If a company creates it, the company is going to hold on to that, at least in the U.S. where we've got the patent system that we do in place.
I think it should be private practice. I don't think the government should get into it because that would cause way too many problems.
It's just going to be hard to regulate all these new transhuman things.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be regulated because government is just going to want to step in.
If there's like multiple companies or like a very small company that are only tailored to the elite, that would be kind of bad for the middle and lower classes.
Is it really for the benefit of everyone if it is for profit?
In my lifetime, I could see some advancing technologies. I think probably towards the end of my life. Who knows? It might not be the end of my life.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it in 10 to 20 years.
They're going to have cyborg eyes by the end of the century.
I think some will be. I think we've already made leaps and bounds with things like pacemakers and some artificially formed organs.
Brain altering chemicals, that could come. That's the sort of thing where it'll be probably a random breakthrough.
But what I would presume in my 60s or 70s or 80s, I can see some sort of technology for greatly increasing lifespan.
Not the near future. I know we've just started doing cloning, but we've never done it on a human because there's all those ethics issues.
Some of it I don't think we'll ever achieve.
Not foreseeably, I think. At least not in good condition.
I really don't see it happening in the near future.
I think interest in it is so high right now because we have so much technology, and I think that interest is going to trail off.
It would take a really long time for society to be able to accept it, I think.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of freaky, man. We already got those iPads, iPods, iPhones, whatever the hell I want now.
Who knows what people are concocting in their laboratories now.
Who knows? They might be turning into like the Terminator and stuff like that. Might have, Terminator app on it.
Times are changing, and they're changing quick. I can easily see that happening.
People are studying every day, and there's thousands of dollars in research going into this.
Be careful. I think a lot of people don't think this stuff through.
It's a crazy topper.
My first answer of mutant people wasn't too far off.